Hello everyone, this is a quick video review of the new Cheerson CX20 open source version I've recently purchased from gearbest.com. This is my first quadcopter. Purchased it after quite a lot of research, looking at what might be the best quadcopter I could get for the price. This one has some really great GPS features on it, which kind of sets it above the kind of entry-level hobby or sort of more toy grade quadcopters. These being the sort of position hold and return to land functions, where I'll use the GPS to hold its position and return to where you took off from and automatically land itself. It's pretty easy to fly, especially using the GPS features, although if you are a bit more inexperienced or on a lower budget, you might want to get into a sort of a small toy quadcopter to fly around the house with, get a bit of practice in before moving on to something like this. But if you're looking to upgrade to a bigger and better quadcopter or something with some more features, this is a great way to go. I've fitted mine with an HD camera. You can see on the bottom there, using the supplied mount. Comes with an anti-vibration mount, you can see there, and then the HD camera I've fitted on the bottom. It's taken a few knocks and bangs and survived very well. Pretty new to flying quadcopters myself, and it's done really well. Never had any problems with the flying of it. The only issues I've had have been pilot error, but it's been great, and GPS features like the return home and land have saved my bacon a few times, with it being able to, at the flick of a switch, come back and land itself if you get a little nervous or a bit out of your comfort zone with it. I've, like I say, used it with the HD camera. I've also even just fitted an iPhone up underneath it and got some great aerial footage. I've flown this over a few days now. I haven't had it long, but it's been great fun. There's lots of videos online about how to configure and set it up, and to help you if you don't get on well with reading written instructions. Not all of us do. You can also modify this. There's loads of videos online to give you ideas about how to fit wireless telemetry and first-person view video to it. Just obviously watch your warranty. That's going to void your warranty if you go into it and start fiddling about. But for those of you looking for something that you can work on and upgrade, lots of scope for that. There's lots of spares and upgrades available. You can see that I've fitted some propellers here which are different to the standard propellers. I didn't have any problem with the standard props, but as I've started to fit a camera underneath and I'd like to fit a gimbal and other bits and pieces to it, I've fitted these propellers, which are off a DJI Phantom. They're 9550 propellers. Just give a bit of extra lift if you're carrying weight. Like I say, I had no problems with the standard propellers and were great for learning, but as I started to carry a bit more weight, there's lots of recommendations for fitting these, and they were cheap and easy to get hold of, again through GearBest or loads of other places online, so worth looking at those for an upgrade too. The controller is good. Good build quality, feels nice in the hand, not too toy feeling. It's got the flick switches on the top, so you can switch on the different GPS modes, the return to land, and the position hold, so it'll hold its own altitude and position, or just an altitude hold, so you can just get it to hold its altitude but still fly it around where you want. And also it's got the headless mode, what's called orientation on here, but effectively is headless mode, you may have seen on other quadcopters. So as you fly the quadcopter without headless mode on, it has a front and back. So obviously the red stripes there showing you the front of the quadcopter, the dome grey stripes at the back. Obviously when you get up in the air and it's distance from you, you can get a little bit disorientated as to which way is the front and back if you're not too experienced with flying them. So if you can flick on that headless mode, then as long as you're stood looking at the quadcopter, then actually using the direction stick here, putting it back towards you will bring the quadcopter towards you. Pushing it away from you will fly the quadcopter away from you, and left and right the same, regardless of which way round the quadcopter's facing. So you know, even if no matter which way round you turn it, if you pull the stick back, it's going to come back towards you. Pushed away, it's going to go away from you. So that can be a useful flying aid, again, if you're not too experienced with it. The build quality, say, the controllers is good. Feels nice. It's got a 300 meter range, which is very good. Certainly no kind of concerns about it disappearing off out of range. So yeah, the controller is very good. Underneath on the quadcopter, you've got a USB connector and some pinouts there you can see in the middle, and they allow you to connect the quadcopter up to some open source mission planner software. Allows you to actually use that to update the software on the quadcopter itself, its settings, if you want to change its flight characteristics or increase it so it'll allow a bit more pitch, allow it to actually pitch over a bit more when it's flying. Can be useful if you're flying in sort of windy conditions. So that's really useful features. And if you get into modifying and adding some of the extra bits and pieces on, you can add you can use the mission planner software to sort of set GPS coordinates, and it will fly routes and all that sort of stuff, using its onboard telemetry. Again, there's loads of information online about adding sort of remote telemetry information back to laptops and computers and all that sort of thing. So there's lots of scope for modifying it. So in summary, yeah, early days so far for me with this quadcopter, but it's been great fun to fly. Has all the features of a lot more expensive models I kind of looked at, like the DJI Phantoms and whatnot, but it's obviously at a much lower price point, which is a great way to kind of get into the hobby and flying these kind of GPS equipped quadcopters. So hopefully I'll do another video as I get a bit more used to it, and maybe post some aerial shots and some videos. But for the moment, just to say, yeah, it's a good quadcopter, and is really available at a great price. So take a look. As I say, purchased this one from gearbest.com. Received it in sort of 3 days, I think, from the point I ordered it here in the UK. Yeah, it's been great. So hopefully many hours of happy flying ahead. Thanks for listening. Bye.